What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Patriots Real Time Podcast. I'm your host, Theo Now, joined alongside Austin Ray, as always. Today, the Patriots have signed Stephon Diggs. We haven't done a podcast since free agency, so we're going to talk about other signings, our favorite signing from free agency. We're kind of just going off the cuff here. We don't have a lot of notes. I have 0 notes. Austin also has 0 notes because he just got out of the shower. And so did I, as you can tell. But Austin, I'm going to let you go second, like you went to second today and got thrown out. But that's
Guys,
okay.
that's a baseball term, not any other terms you may be thinking of. That is a baseball term. I was hit a line drive up to the gap, and then I was gonna stay at first because we were up by 10 runs, but Theo's like, no, go, 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 go. So I go to second. I get thrown out. Yeah.
Okay. To be fair, Austin, you got thrown out by a guy with 2 left arms and 2 left feet. He tried picking up the ball with his head. He was bobbing for apples. I don't understand how you still got thrown
Well,
out. And he threw it to
actually,
he didn't even throw it to second base.
no, because he was trying to throw it to home, and then he couldn't reach home. So
You were halfway through the base pass. You were halfway
because
there.
I ran back to first, and he told me to go.
What are the 2 reasons why we don't do that? Number 1, we're winning by 10. Number 2, he's slow as shit.
Yes, sir.
All right, shout out Coach Tower. Anyways, let's get into the Stephon Diggs signing, real quick. So the Patriots signed Stephon Diggs to a 3-year, $69 million deal, 26 guaranteed. That's 23 a year. If you did the math right and not like me, and I said 33, and my dad was like, no, 23. I apologize.
Shout out House.
But shout out Deesness, Brian Deesness. So yeah, 3 years, 69 million. What are your thoughts on the Stephon Diggs signing?
I like it. I mean, we're getting Drake May, an actual wide receiver, someone who can catch the ball. But some questions come up about him in the locker room. Is he gonna be like that? Is he gonna be the toxic guy that we think he is, or is he, maybe some changes? Maybe he just becomes a stand-up guy. But I'm excited about it.
Yeah, me too. I like the signing. A lot of people are quickly jumping to conclusions that he's going to be the wide receiver one. He's going to be the wide receiver one. Here, is he going to be a wide receiver one? I don't think so. So a lot of people, we finally broke the curse. We finally got a wide receiver. No, they didn't. He's coming off a torn ACL. He looked fine I thought he looked fine last year. But you don't know how he's going to respond. This is his 10th or Jesus Christ. This is his 11th year in the NFL this year. He was drafted by Minnesota in 2015. He played there until 2019. Then he went to Buffalo for 4 years from 2020 to 2023. And then last year was with Houston, where he tore his ACL, like we mentioned. He was on pace for, I believe it was 6 or 7. I'm sorry, 6 or 7. Not quite farmer. 6 or 7 1,000-yard years in a row. So he's been productive, but we'll see. How old is he? Probably like 29, 31. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know, Austin?
No, I don't know either, but I think 31.
How old is Stephon Diggs?
But I think the biggest question is how's he gonna come back after tearing that ACL? He's gonna. Oh, we can't see that.
He's 31.
31, yeah.
He's 31.
Okay. Yeah. So 31 coming off a torn ACL. To me, he looked pretty good.
But
last season.
Oh, also, breaking news from Adam Schefter. Stephon Diggs is expected to be ready by week 1 after tearing his ACL in week 8. So that is very good news. They have their receiver for week 1, presumably.
Yeah.
So that wasn't really breaking news. It came out like 20 minutes ago, but
still,
it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So that's the big, like I've seen. You probably have too seen clips of him training online. He's getting his movement down.
I have not, but that's okay. I saw a little bit of highlights from him like 20 minutes ago.
Disappointed.
I watched like a minute, and then my attention span kind of went away. But maybe this is why people think I have ADHD.
Other things on your mind.
Yeah, how I went 2 for 2 today, and I sent Austin, and that was the only thing I can think about.
Hey, how many RBIs did you get?
I think 1. What was the first hit there I had? Oh, all right, it doesn't matter. So yeah, the Patriots, they signed Diggs. Like I said, he's not going to be, the locker room stuff that you said, I never responded to that. So yes, I think he was demanding the ball a lot in Buffalo, but we didn't really see much of that last year in Houston, and things weren't going great. I don't know. Actually, CJ Stroud had his collapse after Diggs went down, but things were going all right. Diggs played in the game against the Patriots. Um, I wonder how he did in that game against Gonzalez. Um, I feel like he did well. No,
Yeah, yeah,
wait,
he played well. He
I'll
played
look it
well.
up.
I'll remember because
Okay,
we had this conversation. Stephon Diggs always seems to, cook the Patriots. He
let's see. I'll check
played
it out
well.
right now. All right. So locker room. So hold on. I'm looking at the splits here. I want to find this. You continue to harp on the locker room stuff about how in Buffalo he kind of forced his way out.
So he sort of, Buffalo, that was a good team, but he was really, demanding the ball a lot, and we don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but he was like sort of from what we know, a toxic teammate, I guess you could say, demanding
Mhm.
the ball, not really like, sort of doing like, doing what he should, inside the team, off the field. So yeah, we don't really know what that means, but I'm hoping that it, goes away and he's able, because I think that this team, this Patriots team, could be in a really good place right now. I think that we need to keep that up in the locker room as well.
Mhm.
But I was also thinking about a couple minutes ago before we hopped on. Stephon Diggs has always had like a notice. I feel he's always had noticeably good games against the Patriots. Thinking about 2023 against the Patriots when he was on the Bills still, he had a great game. I remember I was at that game, so that's why I remember that. But I feel like it's always something that we notice. He has a great game against the Patriots, so I'm guessing. I mean, you never know. Maybe he can like help out on the defensive side of the ball too. He's like, oh yeah, this is what we notice. This is what we pick up on, and then maybe they can
You
help.
glitched, Austin.
Oh, so yeah.
Wait, help out. Wait, how is he gonna help out on the defensive side of the ball?
Maybe you can like talk to the cornerback coach or like talk about talk to the defense.
Oh,
Be
I
like, oh yeah,
understand.
this is
Okay,
what we picked up on. This is what we were doing to help get open there, and this is, or yeah,
that's a good
I
point.
don't know.
I like that. No, I like that. So I guess Patriots this year 6 for 77 and a touchdown.
Yeah, pretty good
So
game.
good, better than a lot of people. Yeah, good game for Diggs. Look at the best game from him last year. That might have been no, it wasn't. His best game was against the Vikings, where he had 10 catches for 94 yards.
Yeah, and those guys are, and that's a Super Bowl. That was a Super Bowl contending team until they got cut short. So I
Hmm.
mean,
And
I like
in
that.
the game where he tore his ACL, he had 5 for 81.
Yeah, so he's
So
still he did before the ACL. He was still able
yeah,
to make those plays. So I mean, we'll see. I'm excited to see.
yeah, exactly. I agree with you. I don't know if we can call him like a wide receiver one. He's washed. Let's just say he is washed, but he's still good. He's still good. Still good. All right, let's talk about other people. Let's talk about other things that happened in the last, how many weeks was it since Vrabel signed? Since Vrabel was
About a
hired.
month,
Sorry, we've had very. It was more than a month.
month
He
and
got
a
hired
half,
in.
2 months.
He got hired in like the second week of January. It's like the second week of March. It's been 2 months. It's okay. Sorry, but anyways, so let's talk about it. Let's start off. Let's talk about the offseason. We'll give quick hit thoughts on every single player that they signed. Nothing crazy, and then we'll wrap this one up because we got to go to school tomorrow. All right, let's start off. The first signing was going to be Harold Landry, the edge rusher from the Titans that happened the day before free agency started. A lot of criticism on the signing. They signed him to a big deal. I think it was maybe 40 over three. A lot of people saying he's washed. He had 8.5 sacks last year, but the production really came on coverage sacks, and the quarterback kind of just ran into him. Drake May ran into him last year. He had a sack. So thoughts on the Landry signing, and if you think he could be like a key contributor
Yeah, so I mean,
ish.
I think we definitely overpaid him to some extent. But I think we need guys like that on our defense. They don't need to be like the big Aaron Donald type guys running and getting the sack. But we just need people who can help like contain the quarterback at least.
Yes.
Because I think we have a pretty good secondary. So if we can contain the quarterback and not let those like we let up a lot of stupid plays, stupid catches last year. So I think if we can limit those, then I think that'll really help us.
Okay. So basically, oh, I wish I was quicker. I wish I had like. I wish I was like. Who has a good memory? Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find something real quick. All right. So basically, they get an Anthony Jennings type of player who's making 4 million a year for, I don't know the contract specifically, but it's like 15 a year for a guy that's just going to be a little bit better than Anthony Jennings. And you know, he is better than Anthony Jennings, but Anthony Jennings is one of the premier run stoppers in the NFL. So that's pretty cool. The next signing is actually a re-signing. We're bringing back the guy, Austin Hooper. Shout out Ryan D'Souza. Austin Hooper coming back to the Patriots. on a 1 year deal, I believe. I think it was 6 million.
Love
So
that.
thoughts on
I love
Austin
that.
Hooper being back? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, no complaints.
Yeah, he's a safety blanket for Drake May. You said it all year.
Yeah, he's a good. Yeah, he's
Mm-hmm.
able to, like Hunter Henry's able to extend those plays.
Hunter Henry. Yeah, great job. All right, next signing. The next day, they signed my favorite signing. Austin knows who it is. I was begging for his jersey all weekend, but they don't sell them for some reason. Robert Spillane, linebacker from the Raiders. This guy had like the second most tackles in the NFL last year. I think it was like 169 or something like that. Um, he is a great player. He's all around the field. He flies around. He's smaller, which is what the Patriots want to do in this new Terrell Williams defense, this new Mike Vrabel defense, you could call it. He's going to be the linebacker that the Patriots need. He's better than Jawan Bentley for sure. He can cover guys better. Bentley's big and he's slimming down. And can we go off a little bit? We're going to go off track a little bit. You sign in this offseason alone. You've signed Jack Gibbons, who was the linebacker from the Titans, who's not that good. And then they also signed, like I said, Spillane, and then they brought back Christian Ellis, who originally it looked like he was going to the Raiders, but they ended up signing him for like 12 million over like 3 years or something, maybe 2 years or something. But I think it was two. And his contract with the Raiders was only like, I guess I don't even know. But yeah, so linebacker position is going to be really stacked. At the linebacker position right now, you have, I think it's just those guys in Bentley and Tavai. So do you think Bentley goes, or do you think Tavai is 100% going, but do you think Bentley also goes?
No, I think we keep Bentley. I think
Mm-hmm.
he's a John Bentley.
He's
We
good.
saw him actually.
We did. That's true.
Um,
He said, "What's up, big dog?"
yeah. So yeah, that was cool. I think Jawan Bentley stays. I think he's just like the type of guy. I think he's just a good guy. I think maybe he helps these guys that we brought in. Well, we got Christian Ellis, but still, he's just a presence there to help. I think he's a presence on the defense too, on the defensive side. He's there, just helping around. I think that we keep him. He's a good player too.
And 100% Tavai's gone.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. Tavai's like a Robin to Bentley's Batman, and he doesn't really fit in the defense. Bentley also doesn't fit in the defense, but if Bentley can slim down a little bit, he's still good at stopping the run. He has good coverage instincts, so I'd still keep him
Yeah.
around as well to play alongside Robert Spillane. Next signing, the Patriots finally get a right tackle. They haven't had a right tackle in 2 years. People say left tackle, we haven't had a left tackle. Trent Brown's playing left tackle in 2023. But Darian Lowe, he's not the answer. He wasn't all too bad. He was pretty bad. He wasn't that bad last year. The real problem was right tackle is just not as important of a position. They finally get a right tackle after 2 years of waiting. They get Morgan Moses, 3-year deal. He's definitely not going to play out the whole contract. He's probably going to retire. He's 36, 34 maybe. But thoughts on the Morgan Moses signing?
Yeah, Parter of the Red Sea. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think
Cool nickname. Shout out Moses.
I like it. How much are we paying him actually?
I don't. Maybe 24. I don't know. I can look it up right now. Keep talking.
So yeah, no, I like it. I think he's gonna be able to help the defense. Not the defense. Wow.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah. So yeah, 24. I like that number. Like you said, he's probably
Yeah.
not gonna play out the full contract. So for however long he plays, I think he's good. He's a veteran. Maybe help grow someone. I think I like him.
Caden Wallace.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah. And he doesn't really get hurt either,
Yeah.
too, which is good.
Solid player.
Either, too. Yeah. All right, next one. The big one. Nope, never mind. No, I didn't go in order. I forgot Carlton Davis. Carlton Davis was actually before Morgan Moses. Carlton Davis is one of the best guys that they signed. He played extremely well last year in the Lions defense. By the way, Terrell Williams was a defensive line coach for the Lions, so he didn't work with what's-his-face, but he was like in the same building. Carlton Davis, that's what's-his-face. Davis signs to a 3-year, $63 million deal, maybe? Something around those lines. So similar to Diggs, a little bit. Yeah, he's a better player than Diggs. But he was asked to be the cornerback one last year alongside Teron Arnold in, where the hell was he? In Detroit. And he did a good job. So, and I don't even know. Jamar Chase had him as his number one corner in the NFL, or his hardest to go against. So Carlton Davis is definitely a stud. He's a Super Bowl champion as well. He was one of, I think it was 2, maybe 3 Super Bowl champions that they signed. Who's the other one? It was him, Williams, and it was someone. Oh,
Ah,
I don't know. We'll figure it
no,
out.
he's
Um,
yeah, he's an amazing signing. I think he's worth every penny that we paid him. Um,
mhm.
he's gonna make a good cornerback too to Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah. Yep. But the thing is, usually, I think Taylor Kyle said it from CLNS Media. He was like, neither of these guys really get Gonzalez or Davis. Neither of these guys really get the ball thrown at them very often. So we're gonna have to see how that is. Maybe Davis. People don't want to throw on Christian Gonzalez. He's the third best corner in the NFL, second best corner in the NFL. So they're not gonna want to throw on him. So maybe Davis gets more, not production, but just balls at him, and maybe he'll have 8 interceptions next year. No, that's a little bit high. 8 is a little bit high. Maybe 4 or 5 interceptions instead of the 1 or 2 he had the last few years.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That'd
Mm-hmm.
be awesome.
Yeah, yeah. The Patriots really haven't had a guy with a lot of interceptions since J.C. Jackson.
No.
No, they don't have a ball hawk. Maybe bring back Jack Jones. Just kidding. Please don't. I hate that guy. We're ops. All right. Carlton Davis. Next up, Milton Williams, the big one. 4 years, $104 million. Austin, what are your thoughts on Milton Williams?
I like it. He's a good player.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna. I feel like a lot of the signings have been. I feel like we've had a lot of big signings that have sort of gone unnoticed. I feel like Carlton Davis, like outside of the
Robert Spillane.
right. Yeah, Roberts. Who
Said that?
said that? I don't know. But whoever said that, they're right. Yeah, there's a lot of these signings that I think that are gonna make a huge difference to our team that are sort of going unnoticed like throughout the NFL. So I think that we're gonna come in with all these signings, with all these good guys like Williams, and we're just gonna I don't know surprise a bunch of people.
I don't know if Williams really went under the radar because he was the
Well,
highest
yeah,
paid
yeah.
player in free agency, but
Still,
um, still, yeah, let's just say it. They definitely overpaid for him, but they need to because they're a bad team. They almost lost him to the Panthers. I was in culinary class. I was like, did he actually sign with the Panthers? I'm so confused. And then he just signed with the Patriots, so that was cool. I actually got so excited, but it was like one of the best days ever. But anyways, today was a pretty good day too. Stephon Diggs, 2 for 2, great day.
out of
Nothing else
second.
happened, but
Okay.
oh yeah, out of second. Oh,
No, yeah, we don't
that
talk
that was
about
the other
that.
thing.
We don't
We're
talk
not gonna
about
talk
it.
about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Anyways, um, what else was I talking about? What was I just talking about? Oh, Milton Williams. So basically, people called him a role player. He was a starter in the Super Bowl and for the Eagles. He's never played more than 55% of the snaps in the season for the Eagles. I feel like that stat's been going around. I've been saying it to every single person I talk to. Austin's definitely heard me say it like 8 times. But he's never played more than 55% of the snaps in a season. So it's going to be an increased workload. And hopefully Barmore's back. Because if you have Barmore, Landry, who did I say, Williams, White, and then oh boy, I forget how to pronounce his name, and I forget his name. Clavante Willie? I don't even know what his last name is. But anyways, I'll look that up in a second. But um, it's oh look, some guy was wearing a Stephon Diggs jersey at the Patriots draft party,
That's funny.
a Bills jersey. All right, but anyways, um, Milton Williams. Thoughts on 55% of the snaps and the potential defensive line once I get that guy's name from Gillette Nation.
Yeah, so like you said, it's gonna be increased workload, so it's gonna be a lot of work. Especially, I think Vrabel's gonna drill him, and I think he's gonna drill him and the entire team, like getting them into that shape. Because if we can get Milton Williams into like his best possible shape and get him getting him ready to play those snaps, I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
He's small. He's a smaller guy, so he's in good shape. But no, I understand what you're saying. Clavon Chasen from the Raiders, 1 year, $5 million. Apparently he's good, but yeah. And then also they signed Marcus Epps from the Raiders. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Chris Tonga. He's a run defender. We don't have to talk about him that much. He's 1 year, $3 million. He's a solid player. He's better. He'll do the same thing as Devon Gottschall for like, what's the math here? 11 million less a year. So I'll take it. And then it was Josh Dobbs. Austin did a tremendous impression of Josh Dobbs on the field at Gillette 2 days ago. But Josh Dobbs, thoughts on the signing? Does this mean Joe Milton's gone? Do the Patriots have an astronaut in the room? Yes, actually they do. So
So they
thoughts?
have Mr. NASA himself. I don't think this
Hmm.
necessarily means that Joe Milton's gone. I think
Yep.
it sort of means that like they're in the market of not getting rid of him, in the market like getting a trade for him or something like that. But I don't think that he's gone per se. But oh no,
What?
Damian Li- um Damian Lillard has a blood clot in his right calf. Christian Barmore.
I don't know.
I
Christian Barmore.
definitely that's sad. Sorry, it's got the breaking
Yeah.
news, and I had to look at ESPN. Um, yeah, no. What was I talking about? Yeah, no. I don't think this means that Milton's gone, but I don't know.
Two Miltons now. Joe Milton and Milton Williams. Yeah, I hope Joe Milton's not gone.
The Mill twins.
The Milton, yeah, the Miltons.
The Mill twins.
The Mill twins. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. It's fine. Whatever. I wasn't really happy when I saw the contract. It's 2 year 14, I think. It's a little bit expensive for the bum, but that's okay. The next one, the guy that we all love, he has a feet finder himself. Mac Hollins, no shoes, no socks, no nothing, just feet. This guy produced last year, I believe it was 300 yards. His best season came with Josh McDaniels with 580 in 22. I was talking about this in the car, so I just know this, so we're clear. Um, but yeah, so thoughts on no socks, no shoes himself.
Shot myself. Um, I'm playing with the rubber band. Sorry. Oh, that's
That's okay. Mac Hollins.
yeah, Matt Collins. So Matt Collins. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, you froze for a second. Okay. Um. So yeah, Matt Collins. I like it. I like Matt Collins. I think he's gonna be a good role player. He's gonna be like another guy. He's gonna be a target. I don't know how many yards he's gonna have, but he's gonna be a target for Drake May. When Stephon Diggs and Demario Douglas aren't open. So I think that he's just gonna be a guy. He's gonna slowly rack up some yards. He's gonna sort of fly under the radar. I feel like.
Yeah, I forgot we had Stephon Diggs. I was like, what the hell are we talking about with Stephon Diggs there? Yeah, Mac Hollins. Sure. Next, I'm not gonna go in order anymore. Let's go with Garrett Bradbury, the center from Minnesota. They cut David Andrews. They immediately signed. Yeah, shout out David Andrews. Thank you for signing this. I appreciate you. There you are over there too. But anyways, the Patriots cut David Andrews. Sad. It's okay. They get Garrett Bradbury on a 2 year. I think it was the same deal as what's his face Dobbs, and he's played 88 games. He started 88 games, and he's been good. He's definitely better than anything they had. But yeah, that's
Yeah. So I don't really know much about Garrett Bradbury, but like you said,
okay. Neither do I.
he's better than what we've had, what we've had recently at least. So I think
Hmm.
I think maybe he'll be able to contribute something.
Yep. Yeah. And then Marcus Epps. I'm trying to run through the guys because I think we're good. I think we got everyone, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. All right. I think we're good on that. We'll be back maybe in a month. I don't know. I'm just kidding. We'll be back. We got the draft coming up soon in 50 days.
Something like that.
Maybe 24. We probably won't do anything live because maybe we'll be at the draft
We
party.
might be able to go live from the draft party
From the draft party with Demario
with
Douglas.
Demario Douglas.
With Stephon Diggs. Because now, we replaced Kayshawn Booty. No, we replaced Kendrick Bourne and Demario Douglas with Stephon Diggs and Mac Hollins.
That's a good trade. Good upgrade right there.
And we still have the other two guys, too.
Hell yeah.
That wasn't even a trade. All right. That'll do it for the Patriots Real Time Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. And we will see you after the draft, probably. All right. Bye.